Alright, so right away, Christian mentioned hemp products about how they contain THC levels in them, and that he gave us a question like, if there's THC in hemp, why is it allowed? Why is it FDA approved? Well, there's actually a big distinction between marijuana and hemp. They have a really wide range of usage of THC in them, and as Geeta explained earlier, THC is what causes all the negative effects of marijuana. When you compare hemp and marijuana, hemp contains less than 0.5% of THC in it, while marijuana is very abundant, with concentrations ranging from like 15 to 40%. And he also talked about Xavier also talked about the chronic, how it helps to treat chronic pain. But sometimes, in cases like in California, people who really need those marijuana for the pain, they don't actually get it. In 2015, the Oregon Liquor Control Commission took over the recreational marijuana industry, and they decided to shift the market from patient to consumer, which means that all the dispensaries that were mainly sending marijuana towards patients who needed it ended up getting shutting down due to technicalities, because new laws passed declared that every transaction of marijuana needs a sale attached to it. Also, dispensaries end up worsening the communities that they're put in. A lot of times, dispensaries are put into low-income communities that don't have the political power or economic power to discourage them being put there. And let's see. According to Jordana Vanderselt, who has a master's in science and public health, a rising concern is that children and adolescents will be at heightened risk of using marijuana sold at dispensaries. And the reason is because the regulations to prevent adolescent use have done little to have any effect. A lot of times, the regulations, in terms of zoning issues, they aren't actually enforced that well. And dispensaries are placed merely a few blocks away from schools and stuff. And all areas with dispensaries have been reported to have a much higher rate of hospitalizations due to marijuana. And since the legalization of marijuana, traffic deaths, poison control calls, and emergency room visits have increased. And there's no real evidence that shows that the tax revenue that we can get from marijuana will offset the costs to all these negative things like enforcing laws and public safety laws and stuff like that. In Colorado, where it's been legal the longest, in 2016, the total state tax revenue was over $13 billion, but marijuana only contributed about $156 million to that total. Thank you.